6 o'clock GMT in Accra, Ghana. It's 9 days to the 7th December general election. Good morning. Welcome to the Starr Breakfast News. Coming up this morning, political scientist appeals to political parties to be committed to a peaceful election following signing of fourth presidential peace pact.
If you are brought onto the platform and you are made to understand what you are signing for, then you should hold yourself and make everybody aware that what you have signed, you were not pilloried into doing that. Anybody will be proud of. And so, yes, we signed peace pact. Let everybody be committed to what they are doing.
Also coming up, Communications Minister Esla Osuekufo insists Vice President Bawumia has not avoided conversations on the economy, as some Ghanaians say.
Dr. Bawumia has not abandoned the economy. We're building our digital economy.
Still in this edition, NDC running mate Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman urges residents of South to punish NPP for denying them representation in the 8th Parliament.
Say nipa ne te ha only representative in parliament. I can't say. Obi obeda ni ne chiama sa. Menye ni say ya sam papa. Ada na say ba ne sa.
We've got details coming up shortly, but first let's remind you of our affiliate stations across the country.
Starr News is coming to you live on Ultimate 106.9 FM in Kumasi, Empire 102.7 FM in Takrady, Zeps 95.9 FM in Zebila, Nissin 100.1 FM in Lamshao, MyStar Radio in the USA. Also live on Facebook on Starr 103.5 FM and on starfm.com.gh around the world. This is Starr 103.5 FM. Starr News, informed, in-depth, in touch.
Many thanks to you for choosing Starr News. I am Nurein Abass. Now, a political scientist, Ni Amate, is urging political parties to stay committed to ensuring peaceful elections. This comes after former President John Dramani Mahama and Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia signed the fourth presidential election peace pact. Initially, the NDC had hesitated to sign the pact, citing conditions that needed to be addressed. However, both leading presidential candidates have assured Ghanaians of their commitment to a peaceful election and have thus signed the peace pact. Here are the two leading presidential candidates.
My personal commitment and that of my party, the National Democratic Congress, to the sustenance of Ghana's peace. At the very outset, let me indicate that we in the NDC remain eternally committed to the building of a peaceful and prosperous country in which the aspirations of all our people can be met. Our active participation in this event is an indication of its importance in the overall effort to guarantee peace and ensure the preservation of our nation in the aftermath of the upcoming elections.
I therefore wholeheartedly pledge my commitment to working within the rules and to collaborate with all to ensure a peaceful election. I extend love to all my opponents and invite them to let us collectively show love to the people of God by embracing civil and peaceful approaches during every phase of the electioneering process. Finally, I would like to share this quote from Mahatma Gandhi, and I quote, "The day the power of love overrules the love for power, the world will know peace. I stand for peace and development. Peace is possible."
You heard presidential candidates of the two leading political parties, NDC and NPP. Now, speaking to Starr News on the back of this, political scientist Ni Amate has reiterated his appeal to political parties to stay committed to peace.
If you you are brought onto the platform and you are made to understand what you are signing for, then you should hold yourself and make everybody aware that what you have signed, you were not pilloried into doing that. What I'm saying in effect is that you will definitely have problems, okay? And it's a good thing. Now listen to Mama talking about the fact that when people are not committed to what they sign and say, it brings about bad blood. Indeed, that is true. I mean, if you look at the West Wagon, for instance, it's not something that anybody will be proud of. And so, yes, we sign peace pact. Let everybody be committed to what they are doing. Otherwise, I mean, you look at old, experienced persons, like all the politicians showing their faces there, and you wouldn't want to go by what you have signed. Was a gun pointed to your head before you appended your signature? No. But perhaps let us also remind ourselves about some of the consequences that we will have to live with if we or the politicians do not adhere to their own signatures. You know as well as I do that it will bring about a breakdown in trust and it will bring about credibility problem among the citizens.
You heard political scientist Ni Amate. However, flag bearer of the Convention People's Party, Nana Akosua Frimpong Sarpong Kumankuma, has voiced her strong dissatisfaction with how smaller political parties were treated during the signing of the fourth presidential election pact.
Here I stand, coming to sign peace because peace in this election is also as paramount. And she represented for the vulnerable and for the marginalized, which is what I also represent. So for me, I had to be here instead of being there. Then you come in, and even we were not even recognized to be given the time to speak. Some people had already signed and spoken, and they should sign a leave. Because when they left, others who came with them would leave. People at the high table would leave. Others even sitting who were not clearly were not sure whether they should leave or not will leave them. What was it? I don't want to believe that it was either the former president or the current vice who asked that should happen. But they know it is all right. We are going to an election. Let nobody be deceived. Ghanaians, listen to me. What you have seen here today clearly shows that if you do not exercise your mandate to be able to speak your voice and let the people of this nation know that we are not practicing a duopoly, but it's a multi-party democracy.
You heard flag bearer of the Convention People's Party, Nana Akosua Frimpong Sarpong Kumankuma. This is still the Starr Breakfast News. Now, the Minister of Communications and Digitalization, Ursula Osu-Ekuful, says Vice President Dr. Bawumia has not abandoned the economy, as some Ghanaians say, rather building a digital economy. Addressing the media during the launch of Ghana's digital economy policy in Accra on Thursday, the minister noted that Dr. Bawumia has rather leveraged digitalization in all sectors of the economy to boost development. The policy, she said, would make Ghana the gateway of digitalization on the African continent.
This digital economy policy and strategy is therefore not just timely, but essential in addressing the new realities of the digital transformation we are pursuing. It aims to set a clear direction for harnessing digital technologies and platforms to drive economic growth, create sustainable jobs, and improve service delivery to our citizens. This digital economy policy and strategy is our roadmap to positioning Ghana as a leader in Africa's digital future. We will be the digital. So Dr. Bawumia has not abandoned the economy. We're building our digital economy.
You heard Minister of Communication and Digitalization, Ursula Osu-Ekuful. Meanwhile, the African Center for Entrepreneurship and Youth Empowerment has criticized failure by political parties to provide a abridged version of their manifestos in local languages. Emmanuel Akwa is CEO of the center.
We are asking the political parties to come up with an abridged versions of their manifestos, written in plain language for easy comprehension by all citizens, regardless of their educational background. So just like the way we have the constitution, which can be a bit bulky, but I realize that the abridged constitution is simplified, and if you pick it, it's easier to read and understand. So as part of making sure that these manifestos, on the part on the indicator of clarity, vision clarity, we are asking that there should be abridged versions of these manifestos written in plain language.
Emmanuel Akwa is CEO of the African Center for Entrepreneurship and Youth Empowerment. Now, the vice presidential candidate of the National Democratic Congress, Professor Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman, has called on voters in the Guan constituency to punish the governing NPP for denying them representation in the 8th Parliament. Addressing voters in Lekpe in the Guan constituency to kickstart her 2-day campaign tour of the Oti region, Professor Opokwajiman said the NPP has caused so much pain and injustice to the people of Santro Kofi, Akpafu, Lekpe, and Lolobi traditional areas, adding the people must respond appropriately on 7th December when they go to the polls.
We are supposed to be practicing a democracy. And in a democracy, this kind of disenfranchisement, this kind of disrespect can happen. And now you want to come and tell us you want to join the people who cause our pain. Sasami yaka wa infa. They are among for Baba can say 95, you know. Margin of error, in United States. Nemo Munkayaba in 96 going to 97. And I'm say nipa ne ha only representative in parliament. I can't say. Obi obeda ni ne chiama sa. Minye ni say ya papa. Ada na say ba ne sa.
Before we go, Accra High School has been crowned winners of the Maiden Moot Court competition that climaxes activities of the Enhanced Chief Justice Mentoring Program in Accra. The program, held annually, is designed to inspire and motivate young people to greater heights. The Enhanced initiative ended on Thursday at the Supreme Court with a call on the Chief Justice to roll out the initiative nationwide. This is how we end the breakfast news this morning. When you log on to starfm.com.gh, you'll find more news updates there. I am Nurein Abass. Sincerely appreciate your time with us this morning. Next, my colleague Jones Aji is here with the sports chat. Do have a great day.